Hello everybody, and welcome to Gear Force Gaming. Today I'm going to be bringing you gameplay footage from Armored Warfare, a brand new tank competitive game. The game's basically like World of Tanks, just has its Armored Warfare is basically modern tanks. So instead of playing as like the Abrams would be a modern tank, but instead of playing as the I don't know, any of the old tanks, the Panzers, all those tanks, you get to play as Abrams and modern tanks. It's funny, those are the only two names of tanks that I can think of right now, but on any other given day I could name off a couple more. But anyways, so yeah, the gameplay is, it feels sort of the same. There's not much different as far as gameplay mechanics goes. The game, although, does have its own feel. It does, like, when you're in these tanks, you do feel a little more empowered. Like in World of Tanks, I can't tell you how many times I would hit a tank and it would say bounced off, ricocheted, bounced off, ricocheted. You know what I mean? In World of Tanks, it was just ridiculous with the bounced off and the ricochets. This game, as you'll notice, I get more hits. They don't like when you hit someone, it doesn't do a lot of damage per se, but you still penetrate it, which is very important because there's nothing like feeling like you can't do something in a game. Like there's a lot of times in World of Tanks where I didn't even want to play. So yeah, in this game you do feel a little more empowered as far as being able to do something, even with the lower tier, which this is a lower tier tank. Later on in the video I'll be playing in a tier 3 tank. But yeah, it's just, I also find the tanks move a lot quicker. Like you'll notice this tank, it moves pretty quickly. I did try a medium tank too, which is the next tank you'll see me play as. The medium tank I felt was like moved pretty quickly. Like in World of Tanks, it takes you a long time to get across the map. Thus the gameplay is a little slower. You see right here, I did some damage. I backed up. I tracked him like you can in World of Tanks. Then I came out and I hit him again. I did damage. You know what I mean? So and this is my first game. This right here is my first game playing. So it did, like, if you were good at World of Tanks, which I wasn't very good, but I played a lot of it. I played a lot of hours. So if you play World of Tanks, you can jump right on in this. And like I said, the controls will feel exactly the same. So you'll be able to play it. There will be little things you'll have to adjust to, like the speed of the tanks and the damage you can, like in World of Tanks, if you had like a KV2 and you were the higher tier, you would get used to being able to just walk out into the middle of fire and literally take hits like all day and just blow people up. I don't know if later tiers you can do that, but so far I haven't seen a tank just walk out into the middle of the open and just start taking hits and start screwing people up. Like, I just haven't seen it. It may be a possibility, but I just haven't seen it. So hopefully it isn't like that, because I do like the aspect that you do have to be a little more tactical. Although it is kind of realistic, some tanks in World War II could just walk out there and get smashed and just take it. So I don't know, it depends on what you like, right? So I guess if you're more of a run and gun kind of player, then you like to be able to go out in the open and take some hits. I guess if you're more a tactical player, then you want to, hide in bushes, and when you hit somebody you want to be able to hit them and not just hit them and, okay, he bounced off, and then have to run away because the guy will mess you up. But yeah, oh, by the way, and if you guys are wondering, I'm doing a voiceover instead of an in-game commentary, so I've already played this game out. The reason why is because I got a new microphone, a Blue Snowball, and so I've been trying to do some voiceovers instead of using the on some of the clips I've recorded, instead of using the gameplay actual audio of my mic. Because if you noticed in my last couple videos, mainly the Fallout 4, when I'm speaking, I'm using my Astro A40 headset and I'm using the native mic that comes on it, and basically I sound like crap. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's like a little snap that you happen to hear every once in a while. Here's the stats from the last game. I went 1 kill. You can pause it right there if you want to see that. Nothing too special to look at. But anyways, this is the next map where I play. This tank right here is a tier 3 medium tank. So give you a little different a little different variety than. But even as you can see, the tier 2 or tier 3 medium tank is still moving fairly quick compared to like World of Tanks tanks. But anyways, as I was saying, my mic quality in my previous videos was crappy, so I figured, hey, if I'm going to be making YouTube videos, which I want to do, I might as well upgrade to a better mic. So I upgraded to a Blue Snowball. I was going to go for the Blue Yeti, but I realized I chose the Blue Snowball based on price. I wasn't able to I could have afforded it, but that would have been all my money. So I just starting on YouTube, I don't need a crazy good mic, so I just chose the Blue Snowball. Tell me what you guys think. Did I make a bad decision? Did I make a good decision? Let me know in the comment section below. I don't know if you guys just noticed that. You might have to take the video back, but on the screen when it's raining out, like it's happening right now actually, when it's raining out, you can see like water dripping down the screen. It's almost like I don't know. It's kind of a cool effect. Like it adds a little. I don't know if it doesn't make it real because you're not actually looking through that, but yeah, it's like the screen sweating. Like if you guys can notice that right now. Also, one other thing if you guys could notice, if you're actually playing the game, you probably won't be able to notice it in my video, but if you go into this view right here where you're inside the tank, and say your tank got hit and it's messed up, you can actually hear like what's going on inside the tank, and you can hear the crew kind of like complaining, and like you can hear like the ambient sound of like something like broken and like, or like a mechanical error, and you can hear like beeping or like, you know, ratcheting around. I think it adds a pretty cool realism effect, especially if you're playing with a headset, which I play with the Astro 840s. So yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Like it makes it more realistic, so you can get really immersed into the game. I like that a lot, actually. Like, you know, people, you know, take minor details for granted, but minor details are very important. Like, it helps with the immersion of the gameplay, and if you can take minor detail. Oh, I'm getting smoked by this guy. Like, but do you see what I mean? Like, I can take hits, but you know, he can take hits as well, and it's like kind of a little duke out right. Actually, I didn't even penetrate him right there, but you can take hits, but like even still, he hit me twice right there, and my health is like way down. Like I got messed up there. And in World of Tanks, if I had like say a KV2, me and him could have just sat there and duked it out for like 2 minutes and just no pen, bounced off. It's the most annoying thing, which I like this game. I find it a little more fast paced and just a little more funner in general. I think I get a kill rate up here in a second. Moving up here, I think I spot a guy through here. No, actually, it's a couple seconds later. He's up the hill over to the right there. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think if you have played this game, let me know what you guys think. Sorry, I meant to say that, but if you have played this game, let me know what you think. Like, do you think this is better than World of Tanks? Would you like to see me play World of Tanks instead of this, or would you like to see me play this? I won't say. I would like to say beforehand, before you guys go and say, oh yeah, I would like to see some videos. I am not very good at either of these games, and I haven't played them in a while. I used to be decently good. I think this is actually where I get my kill right here. So, oh yeah, see, there's a big hit. He tries to back up, and I just sneak a hit in. As he backs up over the hill right here. Bang. Yeah, messed up, buddy. But yeah, like even still right there, like actually one thing I did like too. Now that it just reminded me, if you right click, usually I think in World of Tanks, if you right click, it zooms in. In this game, if you have to hit the shift key to zoom in, like to go into that zoom mode, and then if you right click, it locks on to the tank. So say you're in like a, because the tanks do move a little quicker. So say you're in like a, you know, you're in combat and you're moving by someone really quickly, you can lock onto them and just keep firing while you're driving, so you can kind of maneuver. I think that's pretty cool. You can do that in World of Tanks, but I think it feels like it works a lot better in this game. Like I just killed that guy, like the guy that you just saw me kill. I killed him with the lock on, and I feel like it works a lot better in this game. So like all in all, I feel like the game is more arcadey in a sense. Like World of Tanks is more realistic. A good comparison would be like if you were playing, say, World of Tanks would be like Battlefield 4, where it's a little more realistic and things are happening a little more realism. And then I would put Armored Warfare in kind of like the Call of Duty sense, where it's kind of like an arcadey shooter. Things aren't very realistic, but it's very competitive based, and everything is equal for both sides. So like there cannot be, like a god gun or a super camper guy with a sniper rifle that you can't get. Like you can't own that sniper rifle, so like you can't possibly compete with him. This game I think is very balanced compared to World of Tanks as far as all the tanks. They do add a different little element to the game, but at the same point you can jump in any tank. And in World of Tanks I feel like some tanks are just useless. Like in the very early tiers, I forget which tank it was, but there's a tank in World of Tanks where it was, I think it was Japanese, but like tier 2, for a tier 2 tank, this tank could take a beating. Like a beating. I forget, I can't tell you what the name of the tank is. I know it's in the Japanese line, but this tank could take a beating, and you could go into matches and just mess people up as a tier 2 tank, and it just felt like an OP gun in Call of Duty. That's what it felt like. So I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of the gameplay. So tell me what you guys think, and we'll see you next time.